Hey guys, it's Nail, and I've got another Battlefield 3 commentary here for you guys. And I'm going to be showing you guys some shotgun gameplay in this video. It's just going to be some clips from a couple of rounds that I played. And I kind of mentioned or talked about doing this earlier or in the past, and I finally got my act together and played a few rounds of this. But I was trying out the Slugs for a few rounds, and so these are some clips of me using the Slugs with the M1014, as you can see. It's the only gun I've tried it with, and actually the setup that you see me using here at the beginning of this video is the same setup that I'm going to be using in all these clips. It's just the M1014 with Slugs and extended mags and the red dot sight. And so this setup is what I'm going to be basing my opinions off of in this video. And I know, and I've kind of been doing some shotgun gameplays on the side. I just put one up a while ago just to change up the gameplay that I was putting on my channel and to see how, to see what people thought of it. And it actually, the shotgun gameplays that I've posted on my channel have gotten pretty good responses from people. So I thought I would actually do a full commentary in this one, because you really don't see anybody at all using Slugs. I mean, I think I've been killed maybe once or twice by somebody using Slugs, and I mean, honestly, I don't know if I've ever really run into anybody using Slugs at all. And I mean, there's good reason for that. I think if you're trying to do well, you definitely have much better options than using Slugs on a shotgun. You're going to have a lot more success if you just use buckshot really on a shotgun. So I will talk a little bit about some of the tips that I've gathered just from the little bit that I've tried to play the setup. And I mean, just to give you an idea, my normal KD is about 2.5, which is, I mean, I think that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with where it is there. But in the little bit that I was using Slugs, I think my KD was at best like 1.5. So it definitely dropped my skill level, and it took away from my ability to really help my team out and to get kills. And part of that is, I mean, Slugs are basically a way for you to be able to engage enemies sort of more towards medium and long range encounters with a shotgun still, though. And from a little bit that I've played, I really find that the trade-off between kind of making it a little harder to do well at close ranges for that sort of added distance or that added range on the shotgun, I find that trade-off really isn't so beneficial that it makes this setup really worthwhile using. It's not a completely viable setup in my opinion. And I mean, if you've sort of been paying attention to some of these clips, basically from what I've gathered, at medium to long ranges, if you're using Slugs, it takes 3 body shots to kill somebody pretty consistently, and 2 if you get a headshot. I'm not sure if you can get a one-shot kill if you just get a single headshot from sort of longer ranges, because I think here in this clip you saw me get a couple of one-shot headshot kills. Now, I mean, I don't know if the enemies I was shooting at were already damaged or not. I really just haven't played enough with Slugs to be able to give you a really good idea about how the damage works. I don't really want to spend the time to actually look up the damage model for this. So, but basically, from what I can tell, it's 3 body shots at medium to long range, 2 if you get a headshot, and at close ranges, I think you can definitely get one-shot headshots. But I mean, again, it's not the easiest thing to do, and I would almost compare it to trying to snipe with a red dot. I mean, you might say, well, then why aren't you using a scope like the 6x scope? And the problem with that, though, is it makes it a lot harder to really engage opponents at close ranges. So, especially for a map like Grand Bazaar, where you have a lot of these alleyways and, small rooms and, a lot of sort of close to medium range encounters, I figured the red dot would be a better choice for me, and it would make it a little easier for me to engage some of those closer range targets. So, I mean, this is the only setup that I've tried out with Slugs, so I'll definitely keep messing around with them and, see if using different scopes or if using different guns makes a difference at all and makes it any more viable of an option. So, anyways, I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the tips that I would recommend using, because I think part of the problem that I had when I tried out Slugs was I went into these rounds thinking that I could, really play kind of similarly to the way I would play if I just had buckshot attached, when in reality that really isn't the case at all. I would almost compare using Slugs to using a semi-automatic sniper rifle, because it's really, if you're gonna have trouble if you try to play really aggressively with slugs. And I mean, you do see me, I am able to take guys out at close ranges every once in a while, but the problem with slugs is it takes away your penetration, or the chances that it decreases the chance that you're going to get a penetrating shot on somebody at close ranges. So it is going to be a little bit harder to engage enemies. I mean, you just saw there, I shot that guy like 3 or 4 times, and I think only maybe 2 of the shots hit at most. I mean, part of that was my aim, but you know what I mean. So anyways, like I was saying, I think it's going to be you're going to have a little more success if you actually approach this as if you were using a semi-automatic sniper rifle. And so the strategy that you actually saw me just use in that last kill that I got, where I kind of used the cover to my advantage, is I think going to be really helpful if you do want to try out using slugs. It's since it is a semi-automatic fire, or it's a semi-automatic gun, take advantage of being able to just sort of duck behind cover after every shot, and get a hit marker, duck behind cover, just to expose yourself less and make it less likely for your enemies to get shots on you. And I like I said before, just you can't really play this as if you were using a normal shotgun, because if you're running out in the open and you run into somebody who's at like medium range, it's going to be very difficult for you to take them out. So that's just something to keep in mind as you're trying out slugs, if you do want to try them out. I mean, it's not a really great setup, I would say, just from what the experience that I've had so far. And I mean, I'll keep keep trying them out and see if I can find any better setups, or if I can have better success with this class. I mean, you do see me get some nice clips in this video, but I cut out a lot of stuff where it was just me trying to hit guys and completely failing. So it can be a little bit frustrating if you do try it. And I mean, like I said, I've only played it really 4 rounds with this setup, so that's really not that much time. And if I find anything that seems to work better, then I'll make sure to record it and post it on my channel, and let you guys know about it. So anyways, thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and the gameplay and the commentary. And otherwise, I'll see you guys later.